After all, muscle is just so much more dense, and so anyone with muscle is going to be very small and compact. The problem with this is it's a flat and utter lie. Coach Greg, and in today's video, what is the difference between fat and muscle? Well, in today's video, I'm critiquing a video where they explain every single thing wrong. Wrong! As in, they're lying to you. Either that or they're just clueless. And so stay tuned, let's watch the video and find out all the nonsense that they're spewing.
You know, people were wondering the difference between do you have a model to show us this?
Oh, absolutely. It's one of my favorites.
And she looks absolutely ecstatic about this. I mean, she's on national news talking about this. The difference between fat and muscle. And, oh, I can't wait. And it's like, oh yeah, absolutely. I just can't wait to talk about this. I'm so excited. I'm just so excited. I can't wait to show you the difference between fat and muscle. This is my passion. I just love this. It's so exciting. Imagine if I made my videos like this. Oh, I'm so excited to promote health and fitness. And I'd sit back here and, yeah, you know, you can do some 150 minutes of cardio a week and you can eat low calorie dense foods. And yeah, you know, I'm so excited because of passion. And you know, I'm so excited because health and fitness, working out, it's so great. Does she look excited? Does she look passionate about what she's talking about? And frankly, wait till you see what she says.
We have 5 pounds of muscle here, and then we have 5 pounds of fat right here, and you can see the size difference.
And notice just how much bigger the 5 pounds of fat is in comparison to 5 pounds of muscle. Just eyeballing it, it looks about 3, 4, maybe even 5 times as big. And so is this a case of Instagram versus reality? Oh yeah, it's this big, but really, it's massive, it's huge. That's what she said.
So women in particular are very afraid of getting bulky, and I have to show them this, and they can't believe how much smaller they're gonna get if they actually lose 5 pounds of this.
No, you won't. And so what she shows them is this is what 5 pounds of fat looks like, and this is what 5 pounds of muscle looks like. And so picture this. If you take that 5 pounds of fat on your arm and lose it and replace it with 5 pounds of muscle, look how much smaller your arm's gonna be. After all, muscle is just so much more dense, and so anyone with muscle is gonna be very small and compact. The problem with this is it's a flat and utter lie. The density of muscle is 1.055. In comparison, the density of fat is 0.9. And so ballpark estimate, muscle is about 50 to 20% smaller than fat. Does the muscle in this example look 15 to 20% smaller than the fat? Or 3, 4, 5 times smaller? And so she lies to her clients and says, well, if you lose fat and build muscle, look how much smaller you'll be. The only problem is it's a lie. You ever wonder why bodybuilders sink and people who are overweight tend to float? Well, that's because the density of water, it's 1. And so anything less than 1 is going to float. Fat 0.9, muscle 1.055. And remember when people do body fat testing, hydrostatic testing, you know, underwater weighing? And the reason they're able to do this is because they know that the density of fat is 0.9, which floats, and muscle is 1.055. And so by weighing yourself underwater and determining the volume displacement, that is how they can accurately assess your body fat percentage.
Now, why is this important? Because muscle is an active tissue, and it burns calories even at rest.
And so what other reason do we have to try and build muscle? Well, muscle is metabolically active, and that is 100% true. Fat, it doesn't burn up a lot of calories. It mostly just sits there. And so adding more muscle is going to increase your BMR.
So it's really important that you get rid of fat, which does nothing for us, as you know.
Did she just say that fat does nothing for us? It's important to get rid of fat because it does nothing for us. Absolutely nothing. Really? Does she know that fat is essential to the human body for its survival? As in, if you don't have any fat, you will literally die. You need fat to survive. And so to think we just need to get rid of all of it because it's not good, because it doesn't burn calories, it's useless, that it just makes us bulky, that is not true. This is a bold-faced lie.
So it's really important that you get rid of fat, which does nothing for us, as you know.
When the term fat phobia was invented, was this the reason why? Fat does nothing for us, as you all know. She's saying that to get the interviewer on her side. As you all know, the guy's like, well, I don't know what to say right now. Imagine if he interjected and said, well, no, isn't fat something that we need? Don't we need fat in our bodies? What are you saying? As you all know, fat is no good. Really?
For every pound of muscle that you have, you increase your metabolic rate by 50 calories a day.
50! She says, so in that 5 pounds of muscle, 5 times 50, she's good at math. She said 250 calories. And so it all adds up. And so Coach Greg in high school compared to now added about 60 pounds of muscle. 60 times 50, 3,000 calories added to my BMR. And so let's assume my BMR was around 2,000 in high school. It would be about 5,000 now. And so I can lay in a bed in a coma and burn off 5,000 calories. Problem is, it's not true. I average about 3,500 calories a day, and I'm racing bikes, moving around. And so it actually boosted your BMR by 50 per pound. Imagine how difficult it would be to maintain muscle as a bodybuilder. Imagine the big Rammies, the Nick Walkers, the mountains of the world, close to 300 pounds of muscle. They would have to eat 10,000 calories a day just to sit in bed to survive. And so by how much will your metabolism, your BMR increase by adding in 1 pound of muscle? Answer is it's actually 8. Not 50, 8. And so 5 extra pounds of muscle going to boost your BMR by 40. And you're thinking, well, that's not much. It isn't. But that's where the calories do in fact add up. 10 pounds of muscle, that increases your BMR by 80. But it's not just your BMR that's burning calories every day. There's something called NEAT, non-exercise activity thermogenesis. That is the calories that you burn throughout the day. Just sitting around making YouTube videos. Perhaps walking to the bathroom to take a poop. And so the true measure of calories is how much total calories does that extra pound burn? It's approximately 20. Not 50, but 20, much more realistic number. And those calories, they in fact do add up. She said 5 pounds, 5 times 20, that's 100 extra calories a day. There's 3,500 calories in 1 pound of fat. And so over the course of a month, you're going to burn almost 1 pound of fat simply by adding 5 pounds of muscle. Over the course of the year, that's over 10 pounds of fat. 10 years, 100 pounds. So if you're overweight by 100 pounds right now, if you had 5 more pounds of muscle in the last 10 years, you would have lost 100 pounds. And so weight gain in general, it's not any one cheat meal. It's not a bad day or week. It's from overeating calories by even a small number, 100 calories, for years and or decades. And so my advice, just eat normal. Look in the mirror, weigh yourself on the scale. Try not to gain a lot of fat. If you see yourself getting fatter in the mirror, eat less. If you're getting too lean, eat more. It's as simple as that.
So if you add 5 pounds of muscle, you are burning 250 calories more every day, which adds up.
And so all you have to do is use some logic. I mean, think of it. If you're eating 2,500 calories a day and you added 50 pounds of muscle, do you really think you would now need to eat 5,000 calories a day just to sit down that your BMR would burn that many calories? Does that make sense? Of course not. And so really use logic. When people are saying things that are too good to be true, really question it. Read other articles. Look for other sources of information. You're saying not to trust her. How can we trust you? Try it yourself. Cut up a chicken breast, cut up the skin, and weigh it out and compare. Should be approximately 15 to 20% difference in size from one to the other, as that is what the actual density of muscle versus fat really is. And so please, all I ask is to give accurate information. Just don't lie about things. Present the facts, use logic, don't stretch the truth, don't lie to make people exercise. With knowledge comes power. Tell people what they need to hear, not what they want to hear. Hopefully you learned something. Ending it here. Looking for harder than last time supplements? Click the link in the description and use code GREG. That's right, G-R-E-G. It's as easy as that. You will get 10% off your order. Don't matter if it's for the cookbooks, training books, coaching plans by me and my team. 10% off. Please use code GREG when you check out. Watch at least one of those bloops. Subscribe, click the bell button, comment for the algorithm, and until next time, I am out. As in 1 kilogram of fat weighs 0.9 kilograms and 1 kilogram of muscle weighs 1.055 kilograms.